Hi there, and welcome back to Makete by Pacific Cell. In the first couple of sessions, what we've done is we've gone through signing up, and we've gone through the initial settings within the dashboard, such as adding address, store opening and closing times, deciding if you want to provide store-wide discounts, support function, things like that. In this section, what we're going to do is go through a little bit more in terms of the subscription, the products, and the booking. Now, when we left off the last session, you'll notice that there was a little error notification saying you are not yet enabled to sell. So what happens is we, as administrators of Makete, we get an email just notifying us that someone is signed up. And what we'll do is we'll go into the back end and approve you to enable you to start selling. The first thing you want to do once you receive the OK email from us, or that you see the error has disappeared from your dashboard, is you want to go into the subscription. So this will allow you to add a subscription so that you can then start adding products. So if I select subscription, now predominantly what most people are going to do to start out with are they're going to choose the starter package. Okay, so the starter package is effectively 5 products for an unlimited number of time, an unlimited period of time. Where we do is we look at your transactions per month, but that's not to say that you can't do more than that number of transactions per month. Okay, that's just a guideline. So don't worry about that necessarily. So we'll just select buy now, and that'll basically a product checkout page. So just as though I was buying a product, it will show that. I need to put in some information, so I can just do if you don't really want to give out your address, then that's fine. We would prefer if we don't share this information with anyone, so it's just between you and us. So if you would, that would be great. Just to add your address, I'll add my office address or one of my companies. Or so it's actually Nambua. And state, county. So for state, I just put VT level. And just do a 0 here. It does ask for zip code. We're looking at changing that up, not requiring these, but we're just wanting to make sure we do it correctly. Phone number, it'll ask you that again. Sorry for the duplication. So I'll just type in 679. And there's my email address. It knew that from my user information. So as you can see, it's a $0 purchase. You just acknowledge that you've read our terms and conditions. We do prefer that you actually read them. And just place order. So it'll take a second, and there you go. So now you've got the subscription for starter package. What you can do now is you can go in and you can start to add products. So as you'll see now, before it would have actually given you an error saying that you don't have a subscription, so you can't add any products. Please do a subscription. Now it sees, okay, you can add 5 products. So I just want to start. I want to add a new product. So what we'll do is we'll just add a single product. I want to say test product 1. And let's just say that's $10. Okay. If I want to add a discounted price for a certain period of time, I could say it's $7.50, and I can choose a schedule, which means a schedule just basically being okay for 2-week period or a month period or however long you want to do it. Select product category. There again, it kind of pops up and it shows you what categories are available. Now, if there isn't a product category available for the product that you want to add, just choose services, but let us know, because what we'll do is we'll add the category for you. We've started off with basic categories, but if there are categories that you think are missing, then please do let us know, and we'll be happy to add those in. I want to cancel that discounted price category. So for now I'll just do cafe and fast food, for example. Tags. These are just any tags that are pre-populated in the system. So if you want, with cafe and fast food, so I can just do food, I can do services, No, household. Okay, you can just pick from a list that are pre-populated. There again, same with the categories. If you don't see a tag that you think should be in there, please do let us know and we'll be happy to add it in if it makes sense. Brand, we don't have any brands selected in there. We will start to populate that over time. And then a short description. So this is a product that you don't want to miss. Whatever describes your product. Yeah, I can either create the product and that'll just take me back to the product screen, or I can do create and add new, which will save this product and then it'll allow me to take me back to this screen so I can add a new product. That's a faster way of doing it. I'm just going to create the product because what I want to do now is show you how to do a booking product. Booking is a little bit different, but it allows you to do things, well, as it states, in a booking manner. So I can book certain times and it's more for services. It's taking a little longer than I anticipated. Okay, so that added, it just didn't refresh the screen. So basically I closed out of that pop-up and then it did add the product. So now that product is online. I can actually go to makete.shop and I will see that product. As a matter of fact, we can go there right now. And you'll see that obviously I didn't pick a photo for the product itself, so there's no photo there. It'll just be blank. We do recommend that you put a photo in, but as a new product, it automatically comes up under our deals of the day. So that's our way of saying thank you for joining. And it pretty much promotes your product very, very quickly. Okay, so booking product. Now it's similar, very similar process, but it's a different type of product because it has to do with basically a booking. So I can say I want to book it for 5 hours. I can say booking one. Let's add a cover image for this one. We'll just add that, for example. It's just something really quick and simple. There again, category. This time I want to probably do services because this is something from a booking standpoint. I'm going to be providing a service and therefore I probably I'll do it on an hourly basis, let's say. You know, it could be anything from car rental to, you know, being a barista for 2 hours or catering or whatever it might be, just so that you have a time frame in mind. We'll just call it, whoops, I want to do service business. There we go. So these are the block durations. So a lot of times, you know, it becomes too difficult if you've got 15 bookings in a day, each for 30 minutes a time. So a lot of people decide, okay, well, I want to do my bookings. The least amount of time that they can book me for is 2 hours. So for this, let's just do 2 hours. And we'll change that to hours instead of months. Now, the other thing I can do is customer defined. So this basically says customer defined. So minimum duration has to be 2 hours, but it can be up to, you know, 360 hours, which would be, you know, a few weeks. And then calendar display mode, I can do on click or calendar always visible. So all these are things that you can choose and you can play around with. There again, if you ever have any questions, feel free to send us an email or get in touch with us some way and we can certainly walk you through this. There's a bunch of different options here. The little question marks give you pop-ups that will tell you kind of what that option means. Require confirmation means that basically they won't book the service until you actually go in and approve that service within your dashboard. And it can be canceled. So yes, that's fine. If you want to do can be canceled, that's cool. What it'll also do is give you an option to say it can't be canceled, or it can be canceled up to, let's say, 2 weeks before the start date. If it's within the 2 weeks of the start date, then it won't let people cancel. Then you've got things like availability. And there again, we recommend that you just play around with a bunch of this. And by all means, there again, make sure that you reach out to us if you have any questions whatsoever, because there's a lot of different options that you can play around with here. Base costs, these are the costs, right? So how much does that service cost? So just for booking, let's say I want to charge $50. Now for a 2-hour block, I want to charge, let's say, 500. Now the other option you have here, and then so that would be 550, right? Or you can leave that blank and it will come up on the screen and say from 550, because what it does is it adds the base and the block cost together, and then based on how many blocks the person chooses, then that will obviously add up. So the very minimum, you're getting 550 for someone booking a 2-hour block. Extra options, like you can always add extra options such as like add-ons to the service. So if you're doing catering, for example, and you have a base menu, but you want to add add-ons for, we'll supply a carton of beer or we'll supply soft drinks, you can add those as add-ons, and we can show you how to do that if you want down the track. Short description there again of the booking product, same thing we did in the product section, and then that's just really keep that really brief, and then description is where you can go maybe even add a full-on menu or things like that you want to do, and then you just save product. And that will be it. So now that booking product is online and publishable or viewable, there again, we can go in and let's just refresh this page. And if I go to the store, I go into the section. And I go to Jeff's store. I can see the two products that I've got here. So I've got booking, and I've got the product that we created up front. And here's the backdrop. This is how my store actually looks. It shows my days on, days off, the map of where I'm at. Remember, I just chose Suva, so if you want a specific address, you can. This will also allow people to contact me. So it automatically populates everything. So this is if a customer is coming in to buy, this is what they'll see, and then they can type a message. Hey, I have a question on your booking product. Can I get it for 3 days straight? Or things like that. I can follow, so similar there again to say Instagram or Facebook. You can follow the store. So anytime you log into your store as a buyer, then you have subscribers, just like you would, like I said, in Instagram and things like that. You can also share, right? So I can share on my Facebook. I can share in Google, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Twitter, and so forth. And then there's the get support function that I told you about earlier. Okay, so this will actually send a support note. Okay, so that's pretty much it for adding products and bookings. And there again, I can't stress enough, or we can't stress enough, please reach out and contact us via Facebook Messenger, Instagram direct chat, email, or any other method that seems that's convenient for you. If you need help, we're here to help. Okay, thank you very much, and we look forward to you selling successfully on Makete. Goodbye.